As a Christian. Just for information, the Armenian, they were both Zoroastrian and pagans. That time. So he arrived as a Christian in the Cappadocia area. He decided to come back to that region and to spread the Christianity. When he came, the son of the king was the king, and his name was Trdat. He heard that his father's enemy's son came to the area. He immediately ordered, and they arrested him. They put him to a very deep well. Today, if you go to Armenia, on the other side of the Ararat, there's a huge monastery, and it's called Khorvirab, means deep well. They put Gregor into that deep well, and one day the king got the disease. They said that Gregor is the only one can heal you. So they brought the Saint Gregor in front of him. Somehow he healed the king. When he healed the king decided to declare the Christianity as a state religion. So today, the Armenians are very, very proud. If you go to one day to Armenia, they say we are the first nation who accepted Christianity as a state religion in 301 before the Romans.
Yeah. But what about Ethiopia?
Yes, Ethiopia is another question actually. They say that. But what about another one? Remember, I mentioned the Abgar, the Edessa, who actually sent the handkerchief to Edessa. So the king was healed, and the king also declared the Christianity in the first century during the Jesus time.
Trying to get to hear what Saba's saying without actually putting him on the film.
The Georgians, they accepted Christianity 1 year later, 302. So they're the sort of like second.
The early birds.
Yeah. The whole land, all these areas in East Northeastern Turkey were under control of the Armenian dynasties. There were a lot of different tribes and families. This area was ruled one of the Armenian kingdom called Artzuni. They built the church 915, and it took 6 years to build that church. And finally, the church was completed in 921. And then the Byzantines, they conquered the area, and then they gave a city to this family in central Turkey called Sivas. We call it, historically it's called Sebisate. So the whole family went there, but then the Mongolian came to Armenia. When the Mongolian came, the Patriarch of the Armenia decided to move from Yerevan to that church. So this church became one of the center of the Patriarch of the Armenian for many, many centuries. And then, the 1915, they all, because of the deportation, all the Armenian, they left the region. And in 2005, they made some restorations. And in 2010, the Turkish government let the Armenians to do the service once a year, second Sunday of September, which did just happen 2 weeks ago. And yeah, since then they do all services here, and also they put a cross on top since 2010. We're gonna go inside. The inside is mostly from the New Testament, the frescoes, but outside mainly from the Old Testament, and we'll see all this story of the Adam and Eve, Samson, Goliath. We're gonna see all these stories.
Akdes, hikayeydi.
Evet.
But not from
So apparently it wasn't built in 1100 AD. It was built 1100 years ago.
It's a sacred site. No, there is no any other information if it was sacred places.
I mean, there are some strange stones that almost seem like megaliths up there. You go into the gardens up here, they're unmarked and they're being used as grave markers, but I don't know whether you can count them as megaliths.
Shall we go in?
We should go in. If I don't bust my ass walking on these rocks, we'll be going in.
Remember that there was a lot of restoration.
I got you. No, I understand. No worries. No worries. Okay? If I
All
use,
right, all right.
I'm gonna call you Baba.
Be careful, watch out your head. I have kept my head white my life, so I would not recommend it.
Look at this.
When you get into the church, because
Yeah. Some really cool architecture. Very beautiful.
I want to take a 10-year session to that story.
Okay, and now you notice that
Quite interesting.
the crosses that are embedded are more like plus signs. And they originally had a different meaning. Constantine didn't see a cross in the sky. Constantine saw a chi rho, which is like an X with an O around it. And these were the original shapes of the crosses here. But yeah, look at the archways.
Okay, the main church is over there. This building had
And our guide said it was built in 6 years. That's kind of incredible in and of itself. Look at this little tiny doorway. That's so you have to bow to get in and make you humble. They have these small doorways to make you bend over to get in, to create humbleness. And my metal leg needs some sitting down.
Let's go and read it to you what it says. June 1st, 1884. This is the one. Yeah.
Excuse my fingers in front of the lens.
That's the name of the family over here. Priest Ultan Sultan. During the reign of
And imagine having to row out here or use a sailboat to get here.
dedicated to my people.
I mean, we made it in, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes in a powerboat. But think about hauling all these stones out here in a sailboat or a rowboat. And then these archways. These archways are just incredible. But yes, this was built by a descendant of an Armenian king. And just some fantastic stonework. And there's more. Well, we'll let the group go up first and then I'll follow them. Some more empty. We'll try to get some of this writing over here. Let's see what it has to say. It's probably not in English. Somebody rededicated it in 1884. I have no idea what kind of language or script that is.
Fazla tarihini var hiç merak etmedim. Bunlar orijinal bak bu gördüğünüz dediğimiz yer tamamıyla orijinal taş bak
Maybe I can have somebody interpret it.
Avlusunu bilmiyorum. Biz ilk zamanlar buraya
But
başvuruyorduk. Sonra dediler hayır burayı yapmışız. Bir baktık milletvekili para.
here's the original 1884 dedication here.
Havlu yapmışız. İşte uydurmuşlar, söylemişler.
Should have been listening more because he said what they did in 1884. He also said they did something in 2004, but I missed that. But anyway, we're gonna go up these stairs and see the other part of the church. Look at the graphic designs on here. I lost my Japanese friend. He had to go buy a ticket apparently. But yeah, he's very cool. Very brave man. Gotta go up the stairs. Bear with me. One step at a time. Oh, look at the frescoes in here. I gotta be careful. These steps are steep and funky. Oh, wow. Look at this. And we're going to go sideways for a minute so I can show you the height of this place. And look. They just built up. And the frescoes are just beautiful.
You can see the Lazarus over there in the coffin. And then just in front of him, when did Jesus come to Jerusalem? You see that? He comes to Jerusalem, and then above,
Let's get a little closer. See some of this artwork that they've done.
and if you come here,
If you come here, you'll get David.
Lazarus is in the coffin. You see there's a man in the coffin. Oh, yeah. Okay, if you come here, if you look to the top, the above window, to the right hand side, there's a lake and fish.
Let's go sideways again. Maybe look at those frescoes. Look at those frescoes.
Come here, look the window, above window, you will see the wedding of Cana. Remember the wedding of Cana? He turned the wine into water. You can see there's a spoon, he turned the water to wine.
Wow. And if you go up higher, look, they got windows up there. The vaulted ceiling. And then more frescoes everywhere.
Look at the left side of this snake, you will see Adam and Eve, and then the tree. You see that? That's a there's just look at the niche, another niche. It's a big, like dragon or a snake.
Just beautiful artwork. 1100 years old.
On the left side of the snake, there is Adam and Eve.
Dedicated to Yeshua. I don't think they knew about Yahweh, but they sure did know about Yeshua.
Just for information, if you visited the church before 2005,
Yeah, took a lot of work just to get up there. A big long ladder to get up there to do that. But yeah, just incredible work. And if I heard right, this was all completed in 6 years. And we got angels, various saints. I believe dedication to the Armenian guy that made it. But yeah, it's still in pretty good shape for being 1100 years old. Let's get this. This is the altar here. Let's go sideways again. This is the altar. I believe that's supposed to be Mary and Yeshua. And there's a rope here. Well, let's go past the rope to get closer. Let's go down to number 1 and get a little bit more wider perspective here. Yeah, that's the altar. They probably had mass and services here, I imagine. I don't know why they built the church just to have it to look at.
Okay, if you like, you can go out and make a tour around the church.
You got all these different saints and religious figures. And they're still here after 1100 years. It's just incredible. Look at this wall over here. Most of these have been disfigured. You can't see most of it. You can catch some of it. And just what an achievement in a short amount of time. And like I said, they didn't get all these stones from this island. They had to bring them out here in rowboats and sailboats. That must have been really a lot of work. So they must have had quite a bit of love for Yeshua to do that. And what an amazing, amazing accomplishment to build this out of love for God. Just simply amazing. Simply amazing. And I'm really having to tilt back to catch these higher views because this, oh Minkia, I think this thing probably goes about 50, 60 feet in the air. And children, don't say Minkia. But yes, how elaborate. And that's the vault up there. And they put windows up there on top. How many windows do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 windows. And you can see right now the sun's coming through one. But I was left here alone, which happens a lot. Kind of cool. I'm gonna go sit on one of these little boxes here. If I don't break my butt. Yeah. You can see that the original stone floor pavement is mostly intact. Some of it's been a little bit abused. But for the most part, the original flagstone floor is all still here. And probably, 1,000 years ago, there were probably people coming here every Sunday, unfortunately, instead of Saturday, but at least they weren't breaking Shabbat. Probably a lot of footsteps cross these paving stones. And it's in a remarkable shape when you consider that it's been here for 1,100 years. I wish we could have heard more what the guide was saying about it, but unfortunately, I don't think I got it all. But it's just simply amazing, simply amazing. Incredible artwork and stonework. And I'm here all by myself. Was it something I said? Did I fart? Yeah, just beautiful, beautiful work. And yeah, 1100 years old. All right, I'm gonna cut us back now and try to go find a different place to view from. Another vaulted window with the sun blazing through it. There must have been quite a few people coming here to worship. I have no idea what that says, but it's probably written in Armenian. But what elaborate decorations they have done. And they had to bring most of these stones over here in a boat, like a sailboat or a rowboat. These people are going in this vault here. It's pretty dark. Pretty dark. Because, yeah, she was smart. She brought a flashlight. Smart lady. Yeah. It's dark in here. Well, yeah, what incredible stonework. Had a deep love for God. We're in this little vestibule now that's behind that main altar that had Mary and Yeshua on her lap, and they threw a little window in for light, but this is probably where they hung out with the Eucharist and did their little things before they went out and talked to the people. But just incredible. Just incredible. You're okay. No worries. You do what you want to do. Don't do whatever you want. Don't worry about me. Just incredible work. Incredible. Just incredible. Incredible. But yeah, I got this little window here. I'm trying to get a better view of the window because it actually has some little frames, but the sun's coming through it and kind of blocking us. No, it's not working. Let's go forward on it. There, that's a little better. You see, they made little frames for the window here. Let's go sideways for a minute. Okay. Yeah. They really did a lot of planning. And there's all these little archways and doorways and hallways. And must have seemed like a maze in the days when they were using it for mass, but look how they created the archways in stone. Those are just being held there by their position. There's no mortar. The stones were placed there in these archways so that they would just hold themselves in that position. And they've got these little vestibule things that are decorated. And a few statues and whatnot. And yeah, they put a lot of thought and work into this. Let's go find another little nook. Here we've got like this little hallway that leads to just another window. Just a little stone hallway that they jammed a little window back there. It's very narrow. I mean, from this angle here, it kind of looks like a doorway, but look, it's not. It's probably about, 2.5, 3 feet tall, and probably about 2 feet wide. But yeah, that lady had a flashlight, and she was pretty smart, but probably in the old days it was lit by oil lamps or candles. I'm getting distortion from the sun here.